The king had given his order. Chase the roebuck with the strange golden collar all day, but do not harm it. Yet by dusk, a careless huntsman's arrow had grazed its leg. The wound was slight, but it was enough. The roebuck, now limping, was easy to follow, and so the hunter stalked it through the darkening woods until its path led him to a hidden cottage.
My sister! Let me in!
This desperate sanctuary was the end of a long journey that began with cruelty. A brother and sister who had known no happiness since their mother died lived under the fist of a wicked stepmother.
She humiliates us every day, Ilara. The dog under the table eats better than we do.
Then we will not stay another day. Come, we will go forth together into the wide world.
But their stepmother was a witch. Her magic followed them like a shadow. She bewitched every brook in the forest. The first promised a tiger's ford, the second a wolf's. At each, the sister heard the water's warning and stopped her brother from drinking.
Can't go on, Ilara. Whatever the next spring says, I must drink water.
When they reached the third brook, which whispered that any who drank would become a roebuck, his thirst was no longer a feeling. It was a monster devouring him from within. He knelt, choosing a cursed life over a certain death.
Be quiet, dear Roe. I will never, never leave you.
Ilara learned to survive the wilderness without. She found an empty cottage, gathered food for them both, and made a home where there was none. For a time they were safe, but the curse was not only in his shape, it was in his blood. And when the king's hunt thundered through the forest, the wilderness within him awoke.
Sister, let me out! When I hear the horns, I feel I must jump out of my skin.
They will catch you, Finn, and I will be alone. Please.
Then you will have me finished of grief here instead. I must go.
With a heavy heart, she opened the door. And on the third day of the hunt, his wildness led him to be wounded, and his wound led the king's man to their door. The huntsman told the king everything he had seen and heard. Intrigued, the king waited until nightfall, went to the cottage himself, and used the words he now knew.
Dear sister, let me in. Will you go with me to my palace and be my dear wife?
Yes. But the little Roe must go with me. I cannot leave him.
And so the maiden became a queen. But such happiness sends ripples through the world, and eventually word reached the wicked stepmother. Envy and hatred rose in her heart, and she plotted a final, terrible misfortune. When the queen gave birth to a son, the witch used her magic to disguise herself as a chambermaid. She lured the weak young mother to a bath, where a secret, killing fire had been prepared. And there, the beautiful queen was suffocated. But her love for her child and her brother was too strong for the grave. That night, the ghost of the true queen appeared in the nursery. She did this for many nights, never speaking a word. Then, one night, she spoke a prophecy to the empty room.
How fares my child? How fares my Roe? Twice shall I come, then nevermore.
The nurse, who had seen it all, went to the king and told him. That very night, the king himself hid in the nursery, and at midnight the queen appeared again.
This time I come, then never more.
You can be none other than my dear wife.
Restored to life, the queen told the king of the witch's evil deed. The stepmother was brought to justice, cast into a fire for her crimes. And because the curse on the brother was not a simple spell, but one bound to the witch's own life, the moment her wicked soul was extinguished, the magic unraveled with her. And so they lived happily, for they had learned that to become who you are meant to be, you must conquer both the wilderness of the world and the one that beats within your heart.